Welcome to Creative Tien channel. Today I'm going to combine knitting and crochet and make a hand warmer or the wrist warmer. One side I have a granny square and the other side is solid. And I combine with the knitted ribbon. And I don't know why we don't see more of the combination of knitting and crochet. Each one has unique character and pros and cons. But if we can combine, it will make project more special and more practical. So I'm going to show you quickly how I do this hand warmer. First, I'm going to talk about the tools. This is a knitting needle I like recently. And you can see there's a very special thing at the tip. And this is made of plastic, which is an advantage for me because I don't have to worry about any metal allergy. And the brand is called Tien. And this is a fixed circular needle, so you can buy it separately and try it out. It's not that expensive. I'm using US size 6, that's the 4mm. And for the crochet, I got this set recently from Amazon. It has a lot of needles from very thin one. This is 0.5mm up to the very thick one. I think this is the biggest one, 10mm. I like the handle because it's thicker, so it's very easy to hold, and the metal tip make it very smooth. For this project, I'm using 4.5mm crochet hook for my worsted weight yarn. This is more like a light worsted, or you can use DK or sports. It really doesn't matter because the pattern is very flexible. So first we are going to do the granny square. We're starting from the center and work our way out. It should be easy to make. This is a very basic granny square. So here's my yarn. I'm going to start with a slip knot. I'm going to do 3 chains. After the 3 chains, you knit into the first chain to make a circle and pull through, so it's like a slip knot. You can pull tight a little bit. So we just create a circle. If I make it bigger, you can see we are going to knit into the center of the circle. I'm going to use double crochet for this project. So first I'm going to knit 3 chain stitches. That's the height, and I will do double crochet into the center. And one more. Now we have 3. The first one is 3 chain stitches. So it looks like we have 3 vertical lines. And this is what we try to create, 4 clusters of 3 stitches. And in between it's a corner. Each corner we have 3 chain stitches. So we just finished the first cluster. I'm going to chain 3 stitches and do another 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. That's our second cluster, and then it's corner again, so we do 3 chain stitches, and we do again 3 stitches of double crochet. You can see we already have 3 clusters. We need one more here. So now we do the corner 3 chain stitch and then the 1 cluster of 3 double crochet, and then we do 3 chain stitch to finish it up. So now 3 chains, and then 3 double crochet. And then we will do the 3 chain again. And then we are going to connect into a circle. So we'll look at the first 3 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3. That's the height. So we go through the 4th and just pull through. This is the slip stitch. Now it's connected. We can go to the next round. So we do the 3 chain stitches. And then the idea is to have the empty space above the previous cluster. The 3 double crochet will be above the empty space. And in between we'll have 1 chain stitch. And when it's in the corner, we can give it a 3 chain. So here we can consider this as part of the 3 chain stitch about this corner here, because we don't want to have it above this cluster. Between this cluster on the right and the new cluster on the left, we will have 1 chain stitch. So I add 1 chain stitch and start doing the 3 double crochet in the corner. And now we are at the corner, so we want to do 3 chain stitch and another cluster here. And then 3 double crochet. So you can see that's our corner. That's the 3 chains. And we'll continue doing that. We'll crochet 1 chain and then 3 double crochet. And now we are at the corner, chain 3, and then 3 double crochet again. So that's another corner here, and we'll continue, and then 3 chain for the corner, and then 1 more time the 3 double crochet. But because we already have the first 3 chain stitches, that can be 1 double crochet, so we only need 2. Let's see. And now we need to connect again. We count the first 3 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th one. We go through the stitch and pull the yarn, pull through both of them. So it's like a slip stitch. Now we finish the second round. We'll continue 3 chain stitches. And now we are above this empty space. So I want the cluster above the empty space. I already have 1 because of the 3 chains. It acts as a 1 double crochet. So I only need 2 more double crochet. Now we're almost at the corner. We will have 1 chain stitch in between, and then we'll start our next 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. And since we are at the corner here, I need 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 double crochet again. Here is a finished one. I have 1, 2, 3 layers. It's a little bit smaller than my hand, but because knitting is stretchy, so that's fine. and then I will do a border around it. For single crochet, I will chain 1 first and just start knitting. Place the needle under the V and pull through under the V. I just want to give you a little bit sturdy edge, and we do that all around. Now we finish this part. And the next I'm going to continue knitting. I use double crochet to go through the back side. I will cut off the yarn and weave in the yarn end, and I will attach new yarn here and start doing the double crochet row. So it should be the same length as this piece. And I will attach the new yarn starting from this corner. Pick up the new yarn. And we'll start the double crochet again. So I will do 3 chain first. And then double crochet. Here I have total of 15 stitches, and I will continue the double crochet starting with 3 chains and then turn and then continue crocheting. Now we finish this square. It should be about the same size as our granny square. This is the front side of the granny square. So next we want to sew up the sides, and we will have to look at the previous one. The first one, the opening is on the left side, so we need to have this one opening on the right, so it will be a pair. I will sew up the top and bottom about 1 inch, so it'll be like that. Now I'm at this corner, so I will do slip stitch for 1 inch and then slip stitch over only through one side, and then I will continue slip stitches. Go through it, go through both. That's 1 slip stitch. And the next one, I will go under the V and under the V in the back, and just grab the yarn and pull through. And I will keep going. Next V, pull the yarn through all the way. Now I have about 1/3 of the stitches done, and I'm going to just go through the front piece for the slip stitch for another 1/3 of the stitches. So the next V, just the front part, pull through. Next V, now we're done with the opening part. We are going back to slip stitch through both sides. So the next one, pick up the 2 V's, front and back, and then go through both, and we'll keep going. The next thing for the top, I have 1 row of double crochet, so I'm going to do 1 row of double crochet here on the top. Okay, so the 3 chain stitch and then double crochet. After we finish 1 round of double crochet, we just need to do the ribbing. And I prefer to use the hand knitting instead of crochet ribbing, and that's personal preference. So I use my circular knitting needle and pick up stitches. There is no exact rules for how many stitches to pick up. I just try to pick up evenly and try to match the other mitten. I pick up even number of stitches because I'm going to do 1 by 1 ribbing. After picking up stitches, I knit 1 round, and then I start alternating 1 knit, 1 purl stitch for 15 rows. And after that, we just need to bind off. And the only thing we have to pay attention is to make sure it's stretchy bind off, so it's not too tight. And you can do the sewing bind off, just cut a long piece of yarn and use a yarn needle. Here I use stretchy bind off, and following the 1 by 1 ribbing pattern, I knit 1 stitch, purl 1 stitch, and I purl 2 together with the needle to the back. And then I knit a regular knit stitch, and then knit 2 together with the needle to the front. And just keep repeating that, and you can block it with some steaming. So that's it. I hope you enjoy this project. It's not as difficult as it looks. And crochet make the project go quickly. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.